Hey guys, good morning. This is Andy. Hey, today we're going to try things a little differently. Okay, I want to be able to help more people. So what happened is someone texted me actually saying that, oh, listen, we're buying a house. Can you help me? That's where I'm going in right now. I'm actually going through that appointment. Call it the presentation or education, whatever you want to call. I figure, you know what, for me to say this over and over, let me just make one clip on YouTube, so that way anyone who wants to watch, I could point it right to this clip, or I could even, forward the link, to them so they could watch it. All right, so let's do this. Steps on buying a house. Okay, so first things first, please understand there's a difference between pre-qualified and pre-approved. Pre-qualified or pre-qualification just means that I know who you are, I know where you live, I'm willing to lend you money, now come and talk. That's exactly what it is. Okay, so you're gonna come, you're gonna give me your social, your date of birth, where you work, how much money you have, yada yada, and then I decide how much money, at what rate I'm gonna lend you those money. Okay, so that's what it is. So now in a real estate transaction, most people would like to come in or have you come in with something called pre-approved. That means you have gone through that process already. You have set with someone, a lender perhaps, or a banker that have at least an understanding of how it is, that how much you can afford, basically, simply put. So, because understand this, guys, there's nothing more heartbroken than me taking you out to see a house that you can afford. Okay, I'll give you an example. I took out this buyer. We went and nothing lavish. We went out and looked for something for about $2.5 million, and then they absolutely love this house. Okay, it's right by where I live. Oh, for those of you that followed, I live right by, I live right off of LIE. There's a gated community called the Chatham. So that's what it's right by there. $2.5 million. It's nothing lavish. So, but the person can only afford pre-approved for 2.2. So everyone's like, oh, that's no big deal. 2.2, 2.5. Yes, it may not be a big deal for someone, but for that couple, 2.2 is all they could afford. And that relationship was just so, oh my God, from that moment on, nothing I take them to, they like. Obviously, if I take you out to see a house, $2.5 million, and then you can't afford it, and you can only afford a 2.2, because that's $300,000, now the categories of houses that I pick for you will be totally different. So that was the simple mistake that I made, simply not asking for that pre-approved in writing. Oh, are you pre-approved? Yes, I am. You can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. So when we put in that offer, they ask for the financials. So listen, there's a difference between you saying you can and proving you can. All right, so let's not take too much time on this topic. Okay, so now from that moment on, you tell me what houses, what neighborhood, what features, what options, yays and nays about a house. Then I'll start sending you through emails, however the case, the houses that I believe will be right for you. And obviously, it's your house, so it's your decisions. Okay, so then we're going back and forth a little bit. You tell me the yays and nays, and then we'll go out and we'll fine tuning a little bit, and then we'll understand until we find you that house you could call your dream home. And once that happens, I will submit for you, okay, a agreement or a purchase agreement, however you want to call it, to basically tell the sellers that, hey, listen, I would like to buy your home. I would like to make your home my home. Okay, so, and then from that moment on, if the seller agrees, accepts it, then you guys will go into contract. Okay, now this would be a good point for you to do something called a home inspection. Although different people have different opinions on it, a lot of people go after they get assigned because they don't want to waste any money. But the way I look at it, listen, guys, home inspection costs about $500-600. Really is a peace of mind that you have for yourself, because then why should you, because understand this, the whole process, if you going back and forth and then you remember when you have a pre-approval, once you have the contract, then you notify your mortgage company, either a bank or a company or whatever the case may be. They will issue you something called commitment letter. Commitment letter means that here's the address. Okay, then I will lend, me as a lender, I will lend this person or these people money to buy that, purchase that property. these are the amount, these are the like 30-year fix, whatever that would be on it. And then some of them even write down the amount of annual real estate taxes on it. So remember, guys, there's certain things that you need to understand. They have to go in orders. But anyway, without going too complicated, yes, have that home inspection done early in the process, because then you're not wasting your time. Because yes, there are times where you're going to, I'll give you an example. We were looking to buy a house. We were going back and forth, and about a year passed already, and then we're finally ready. We want to go, because the seller took a little longer. The seller's husband was a CPA, and so back and forth, it took about a year and a half. Okay, of course, last year when we started the process, I wasn't even a realtor yet. So we were kind of just, I don't know, listing agents kind of stringing us along. But now I understand the process. So saying, you know what, I don't want, before we waste any time, let's just get an inspection done. It turns out I was absolutely right, because that is, my good friend, I refer him, I refer to him as a good friend, because he basically saved my neck. Okay, the house has got, it has sign of severe, water leakage, has, and then the furnace is I think 25 years old, and then the deck is all completely messed up. So to go in there to address all these issues will cost easily $100,000. Okay, so yes, the houses, the listing agent was really kind, and said we were listed like $20,000-$30,000 below market. Come on, we all know listing agent works for the seller, not the owner. I mean, seller owner, not the buyer. Okay, so I told my sisters, listen, let's weigh out the options here. Yes, we could buy a house, we could steal the house for $30,000 less, but then we're gonna have to spend $100,000 to improve. So you're not saving money here. All right, so anyway, I know I'm taking a little too long, so let's jump on to the end. Okay, so when that process is done and the contract's done and everything's done, now you're ready. Okay, a few days before the actual closing, you and I will take a nice little walk through the house. They call it the final walkthrough. Basically, just make sure everything is still there. Suppose you go into the house, there's a beautiful chandelier, and then now you go there, the chandelier, where the chandelier used to be, it's got now big one empty space. Prevent these sort of things from happening. Okay, so and then now you're ready, and then you could either be at your attorney's office, the seller's attorney's office, or wherever or bank's attorney's office, wherever they pick. Then you and I will go, and then be prepared to take the day off, because I've seen closing that lasts about 4 hours. Okay, that's the time where you're there, I'm there, the seller's there, the seller's agent is there. Well, some of the agents won't even show up. That's pretty messed up, but okay. And then the bank has an attorney, and then there's a title closer. So don't be surprised to see like 4 groups of people sitting over there on the same house, talking about the same house, and there's hundreds of pages of paper you have to sign. So don't worry, because from the first signature to the last one, they always look different. Okay, so don't even worry about it. I know I worked with an engineer in the past where everything has, like myself, I'm an engineering background also, every signature has to be precise. So when they say, oh my god, this looks differently, I'm like, trust me, it's okay. All right, so anyway, and then at the end, congratulations, you just got your house. Oof, less than 9 minutes. I'm sorry it took a little long. I was hoping for 10 minutes, but I'm still good. Not as short as 5, but within 9 minutes, still good. All right, so if you have any questions, any concerns, any issues, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, hit the like button, and then drop a line at the comment area. Let me know what you want to hear, and then hit me on my Facebook and call me up, 646-996-0859. Thank you guys, have a fantastic day.